Hello guys, this is me Alvi here and I'm back with my final choices for the 69th Miss Universe pageant. Now bear in mind this list does not reflect the actual Miss Universe outcome that's going to take place on May 16th. This list is just purely my take and opinions that are formed from the preliminary event. This is in alphabetical order. First up, Argentina. I mean, where should I begin? Her transformation has been amazing. She has been handled by the great Osman Salsa, who has been the previous national director for Miss Venezuela and now handles the Miss Argentina and Uruguay franchises. Her evening gown performance was one of the best of the night. Her shimmering full-sleeve gown was just immaculate. Plus, with the vast amount of knowledge and training that Osmil has given her, I'm pretty sure she's gonna place. Next up, Miss Australia. I'm on the fence about this one because I've been a fan of Maria since the day she was crowned Miss Australia. She is such a bubbly personality, such energy, and such aura. She's such a lovable person, and she has been associated with such impactful causes. If you look at her social handles, she's such a bubbly personality all over. She's so friendly and approachable. But during the preliminary event, I think her energy was missing and it didn't shine through. She just got lost in the crowd. Her performance was lackluster and there was something missing. So I am on the fence about this one. I'm not sure if she's gonna place based on her preliminary event, but I'm sure she's a great speaker and I'm sure like interview would help her to place. So for now, I'm a bit disappointed, but chances are she might place. Next up is Miss Brazil, and I have one word to say: va 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 boom. Wow, amazing. Like, I've been following her since Miss World 2014, and the amount of transformation she's been through for Miss Universe, completely blown away. In Miss World, she was this demure soft lady. Come Miss Universe, she transformed herself into this sexy, feisty Latina. A lot of people have been saying that she looks mature or elderly, but I don't care. She delivered when it was needed the most in the preliminaries. Both her performances in evening gown and swimsuit was top notch. Brazil, you might win this year. Watch out for Brazil, y'all. Next up in my list is Cameroon. Cameroon is participating in Miss Universe for the first time, and boy, what an amazing contestant they've sent. Cameroon is an every inch an African princess, as someone quoted. Cameroon's national costume competition, which highlighted the country's rich culture and heritage, together with the evening gown presentation, where her African hairdo and the shimmering body gown complemented her beautifully. Cameroon is really representing her country beautifully. Next up in my list is Miss Curacao. Miss Curacao has been my sentimental favorite for many reasons. One of them being she's a fighter. She is a true shining example of how one can overcome their fears and set an example. As Jamie Lee said, that a Miss Universe is someone who has overcome their fears, and by that, they're able to help others overcome their fears. And Miss Chantal, Miss Curacao, is a true embodiment of what Jamie Lee said. Regardless of being specially able, Chantal performed with all that she has got in the Miss Universe prelims and shined throughout the competition, and that's why Miss Curacao is my favorite this year. Next up in my list is the lovely Dominican Republic. I find Kimberlee to be very stunning. The gown that she wore at the prelims had a very special meaning to it. It was designed by the children of the orphanage that Kimberlee supports. Next is the very lovely India. What can I say about this stunning woman? Coming from a humble background and facing many obstacles in life that would have prevented her from realizing her dreams, she fought her way through her determination, hard work, and perseverance, and realized her dreams. Although I found her performance in the prelims to be a bit underwhelming, especially in the evening gown where she seemed a bit distracted or nervous, her strong command and speech would take her far. My next favorite is Indonesia. Although I have to admit that she was not my favorite when she was crowned Miss Indonesia, over time she has proven herself to be one of the strongest from Asia. Her styling is impeccable, her wardrobe collection is fantastic, and her national costume is one of the most creative collections I've ever seen in Miss Universe. Followed by Miss Jamaica. Who would have thought Miss Jamaica would be this much stunning? Although there has been a limited amount of pictures from her, but I've been following her since Miss Jamaica Universe, and she is an absolute Caribbean Barbie doll. She has a very modelous figure and a face, and I'm sure she's gonna do great in modeling afterwards. Next up in my list is Mexico. Andrea Meza has all the qualities to be a great Miss Universe. To me, she is the flag bearer for the Latinas this year. From her Miss World 2017 stint to her Miss Universe journey, she has totally transformed herself for the Miss Universe mold. Who knows, she might repeat a Catriona Gray this year? Time will tell. But to me, she has all the qualities to be a great Miss Universe. One thing though, she looks great with with wavy hair or jet long black hair. The ponytail in the evening gown didn't suit her face. So I have no complaints against her except the hair. In all, she's a great contestant for Miss Universe, and I hope she wins because she is my personal favorite. Next up in my list is Nepal. Wow, I'm completely blown away by Anshika. From her styling to her presence, everything has been on point since the day she arrived in Miami. Nepal, although started participating in Miss Universe since 2018, they have already made a mark and they have already grasped the idea of what Miss Universe is looking for. Anshika might go far this year. Next up in the list is the lovely Nicaragua. To me, she is one of the stunning faces from Latin America this year. She reminds me a lot of Jimena Navarrete, Miss Universe 2010. Plus, her national costume is one of my favorites. Both her prelims, evening gown, and swimsuit performance has been notable. Next up in my list is the stunning Panama. This seductive siren from Panama really surprised us all. Her skin tone is to die for. Her both performance in evening gown and swimsuit was stellar. Her national costume is one of my favorites. Next up in the list is Peru. What can I say about Janet? She's a total stunner. She has been one of my favorites since she was crowned Miss Peru. Her pageant experience ranging from Miss Tourism World 2018 to Miss Supranational 2019 have given her enough momentum to fight for the ultimate Miss Universe crown. Her evening gown was one of the best for me and her national costume was superb. Peru is here to fight, you all. Next up in my list is a country that I love so much, Philippines. When it comes to pageantry, Filipino fans are known to be one of the most passionate and enthusiastic fan base there is. Their support and dedication for the queens are unmatchable. This year, they have sent a doll in the form of Rabea Mateo. What can I say about Rabea? Rabea is such a living Barbie doll. Whenever she speaks, it all comes from the heart. She exudes confidence while being humble and genuine. Since Philippines has been doing exceptionally well for the last 11 years, there has been a lot of expectations on Rabea this year, and fans have been overly critical sometimes. But sometimes being overly critical can actually break the girl's confidence. But I can assure you, Rabea is doing exceptionally well and she is going to continue Philippines streak at Miss Universe. Next up in my list is one of my ultimate favorites for the crown, Miss Puerto Rico. Stephanie hands down gave the best performance in the preliminary competition. The way she twirled and played with the green gown was simply amazing. Stephanie can speak great English and is a great model. Many people think that she might not win Miss Universe due to her age, but I say age is just a number. It's what you accomplished in life and can give back to the society that matters. And Stephanie, being an established person in her life, exemplifies what Miss Universe is all about, which is confidently beautiful. Next in my list is the lovely Miss Russia. Miss Russia competed in Miss World 2019 where she placed among the top 12 semi-finalists, and now she is back for Miss Universe 2020. She is undoubtedly one of the most stunning faces to ever grace in any beauty pageant. Although being extremely beautiful and being praised by the pageant community for her beauty, Miss Russia was surrounded by controversy. Days before the Miss Universe pageant started, in a video circulating in social media, it was revealed that Miss Russia's hairstylist was making fun of the fellow Miss Universe contestants, to which at that time Miss Russia did not oppose, but later apologized via video released by the Miss Russia organization. Now people are wondering, will this controversy will affect Miss Russia's chances at Miss Universe? Only time can tell. Next up is the emerging powerhouse nation of South Africa. In just about 5 years' time, they have won the crown twice and is aiming for the third with the strikingly beautiful Natasha Hubbard. Natasha, who was second runner-up at the Miss South Africa finale, has been a pre-pageant favorite since she was chosen as Miss Universe South Africa. In Miss Universe Prelims, she wore a Jessica Rabbit's gown which fitted her body like a glove, although I prefer her gown that she wore in the Miss South Africa finale. Nevertheless, she is a strong contender. Next up is Thailand. Just like Philippines, Thailand is also considered as a pageant crazy country, and that's why year after year we see its winner being showered with a lot of sponsored tips, high-end clothes, and creating a lot of buzz among the pageant fans. This year, expectations are really high with Amanda because she is a great model and a great representative from Thailand. Although Amanda has been backed up with a great deal of sponsors and has great modeling skills, it takes much more to be Miss Universe, and one of them is to have great efficiency in speaking, which Amanda is a little behind. But come the final night, if Amanda can polish up her speaking skills, then she is a crown contender. Next up, Venezuela. A crowd favorite, Venezuela got the loudest applause during the preliminary night. One thing Venezuelan queens are good at is to deliver when it's needed the most. Regardless of how they conduct themselves throughout the pageant, they always deliver during the preliminary night. And regardless of the sash factor, I really think Venezuela is going to place this year. Her evening gown performance was amazing. Good luck, Venezuela. And finally, Vietnam. If in 2018 it was represented by the fierce queen Henny, in 2020 they're being represented by this Asian Barbie doll. I just love her soft demure aura, and the gown that she wore in the prelims was awesome. And now for the disappointments. First up, USA. When you think of a Miss USA, you think of a person who is presented in a certain way, who's conducting themselves in a certain way because they're representing the US of A, right, in Miss Universe. But seeing Asia, it was so disappointing, to say the least, because when she won Miss USA, it looked really promising. I loved her white and black gown that she wore in the Miss USA finals, but come Miss Universe, the whole journey, she just got lost. I mean, her hair was unkept. She seemed like she didn't have the fighting aura anymore. She just given up. I thought maybe under Crystal Stewart's new direction, she would be promising, but at the end, nothing really came in place, and it was very disappointing. Number 2, France. To be honest, I must admit that Amandine was never my number 1 favorite for the Miss France title. It was Miss Côte d'Azur, but I can see why Amandine won. It is her great speaking ability. I mean, whenever she speaks, she commands everybody's attention. She speaks with such power, conviction, that everybody is bound to listen to her. But her performance in the Miss Universe prelims were a bit forgettable, not up to the mark with everybody else's. I mean, there was such great performance that night, but she just didn't give Miss Universe level performance. Especially her evening gown with the hand fabric, I don't know what is it called, but it was too distracting from the rest of the gown, and yeah, that's why I felt kind of disappointed by France. So that's why I've kept France and USA in my alternate list. Who knows, they might place in the Miss Universe finals, but in my list, they just narrowly missed it. Here is my alternate list. So guys, that's it. That's my final picks for the 69th Miss Universe pageant. Hopefully you guys liked it. And please forgive me if I made any mistakes. I'm still learning and I'm still growing. Any suggestions is welcome. And yeah, that's about it. In about 3 hours, a new Miss Universe will be crowned. Hopefully you guys are excited as I am. So yeah, take care, stay safe. Until next time, ciao. Bye.